let's set up a shrimp tank. So if you've never had an aquarium and you want to set one up, I figured I would make a little mini series on how to do it. For this, you need an aquarium, a light, a filter, some substrate. This is what I'm using. Honestly, I would have used all of this beta stratum, but they didn't have more than one bag, so I figured I would top it off with this live sand substrate. Next, you're gonna need a water conditioner. This is Fritz. I love this brand. Water conditioner basically just makes your tap water safe for fish. This is not necessary, but I like to use this. This is ammonia. And then also I have some aquatic plant fertilizers. These are root tabs. They go underneath the gravel, and this goes into the water column to feed your plants. I'm doing a planted tank, so I need some plants. These are trimmings from my other aquariums, and I stopped by my local fish store, grabbed some spiral val and some kumbamba. The owner actually gave me these because they couldn't find them in stock, and low-key, like, he's great for that. Also, you're gonna need some decorations. This is my inspo, so I'm using crystal. For filtration, I'm using coarse foam. It's a great area for bacteria to grow. I'm also using some spheres from an established tank that I have just to see the process. So I'm adding stratum first. It would be nice if they stayed separated, but I know it's gonna mix with the sand. It's fine, it's all black as long as it looks cute at the end and the plants can grow healthily. So when I add in the substrate, I like to make a little slope in the back so that the plants in the back have like more depth, I guess, like it's a little higher. I usually like to do a dry start, but because the sand is wet, I added some water. Otherwise it would just clump up and be gross. Yeah, it just makes it easier if the sand is wet. You don't have to use this sand. You could literally use any like aquarium safe sand. There's cheaper options. I just wanted to do this on a Sunday because I was bored, so I grabbed what they had. Okay, now that all the substrate's in, I'm ready to add my plants. I focus on the plants that grow taller in the back, and then I'm gonna put shorter plants in the front and mid-ground. I realized after I started adding plants that I forgot to add the root tab, so I'm gonna do that now. You don't have to use any sort of root tab. It really just depends on the type of plants you're keeping in your aquarium. I like to add them for plants like sage, for jungle val, any plants that have like a nice root system. It just gives them extra nutrition. And like I had them laying around, so why not? For placement, it really does help that you have like an image in your mind or like an inspo so that you know where to place your plants. I like taller growing plants in the back, and then I like the shorter plants in the front. But keep in mind that a lot of the growth on the plants needs to be considered. This is way longer than I thought it was going to be, so come back for part 2 so we can finish setting this tank up. If you have questions, let me know. Bye.